Alright, today's the day. High of 25, low of 17. And I'm thinking it's time that we do something that you guys have wanted for a long time. We're going to build a teepee in the woods. Let's get to it. Alright, here we go. New year, new jacket. Now before we get too far down the trail and I get 100 different comments asking me who makes this jacket, just go on YouTube and type in Lester River, or go on Google, Lester River Boreal jacket. You're going to see this one and a hooded one. There's a gray one I believe, but check him out, Lester River. And it's modestly priced. It's made out of a military wool green blanket, and it's well worth it in my opinion. Now, this video right here is a bucket list, but it's not. I've been asked repeatedly over the years to make a teepee in the woods, and I've always kind of shied away from it because a true teepee is a cone shape, all right, and the tarp has to actually be in the shape of a cone that will wrap around it with a door, and I kind of didn't want to take away from that. But I thought long and hard and I said there's got to be a way to do this for dirt cheap. So we're talking solo overnight in a do-it-yourself teepee for $25. And guess what? That's the cost of the tarp. So I'm going to cut some poles and we're going to get her done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 feet. Alright, so if you're going to follow along at home, here's the method to the madness. I have 3 10-foot poles that are going to make a tripod, okay? I'm going to start 1 foot down and then time my tripods. We're going to get this nice configuration, kind of like a teepee style, okay? Then we're going to have our 9-foot cone. So I'm thinking, if this is our pole here to here, and this is our center point, we diagonal 3 foot out from center. 3 foot out from center gives me 6 foot. I have leeway from 6 to 7 foot, okay? So if we have 7 foot this way, 7 foot that way, that gives us a 6 to 7 foot diameter, okay? So, doing that math, I'm thinking the other pole's got to be at least 7 foot to lay in between there. So let's get that in our head. Our diameter of our circle is going to be 6 to 7 foot. And then later on we'll come back and talk about the circumference of that circle to wrap our teepee. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, tripod's up, and we have our 6 foot by 6 foot diameter of our circle. Now, I've already mentioned this is technically a cone. You can see it like a gigantic snow cone, right? We have a circle here, and it goes upward like that. But the only way you're going to wrap this efficiently is to take a tarp and cut it in the shape of a cone and then wrap it. But I'm a strong advocate not to compromise any tarp whatsoever. So using that rectangle 10 by 20, we're going to go ahead and do a quick math problem. Whoa, math. Circumference of a circle is diameter times pi, 3.14. Yeah, 3.14. And that comes out to around 18.8 feet. Our tarp is 10 by 20, so we should be in business. Okay, so that's about as good as you're going to get wrapping it up and around. You get to the back side and you have to fold a crease in it and then stake her out. So we have fisherman's loops at the bottom for our tent stakes, and then we have rope tackles or trucker's hitch around the middle here to tighten that bad boy all the way up to the top there. And I'm not liking the size of this door right here, but here's the fix. I'm going to run a horizontal beam across here and then one across the bottom. And then I can go ahead and drape my 5x7 emergency blanket in front of that, and it should block that front off. Smoke will escape out the top, so I'm thinking we get inside here and dig a small Dakota fire hole. Nothing too big, about like that, just enough to collect a pot of coals and keep it warm, and then we'll be in business. all I did was wedge my tarp between my blue tarp and my 2 forward poles, and it's snug in there. So it's also got the reflective side in, so the heat can go up and bounce back off on me, as well as if I want to close that door, just grab it and slide it down and pull it tight. So I'm happy with that. Time for a fire and chow. Well, there you go. You wanted snow, you got snow. It's about time. Only took a year. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon influencer page, and 2, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. If you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. Then take it a step further, grab your cell phone, download the free YouTube app and sign in. This will give you push notifications when my new videos drop. Okay, so this is chicken bacon ranch, and all we did here was take a can of white chicken breast that's fully cooked, tossed it in here, 2 cups of water, added their macaroni mix and their seasoning. It's almost done here. We're going to add our cheese and bacon bits. Tabasco. I put that crap on everything. Chicken bacon ranch. This is great. This is really good. Took about 10 minutes and well worth it. Yeah, really good. Catch you all in a few. Chicken bacon ranch. This is a garbage teepee. It's a $25 teepee in the woods. All we did was pay for a 10 by 20 tarp and landing some poles around a tripod. So for what it's worth, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. We have our bed of coals. The heat's rising. I can feel it on my face right here. It's actually going, the smoke is actually venting out the top of this. So I'm happy. For what it's worth, I'm happy. I'm willing to bet you that if I get this fire going too hot, we'll get too much smoke in here or run a risk of actually catching it on fire. So I'm going to look for about 60 degrees tonight, hoping for 70. But with that, I'm a happy camper. So for what it's worth, I'll take it. Okay, so we're looking at just a hair over 70. So I can live with that. Catch you all in the morning. The old 3-in-1. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about something before we get into the shelter portion. I just melted snow, all right? And I did that on purpose. I wanted to show you something. Snow is mostly air. I went back in there a second time and filled it back up in 2 cups, okay? So we figure this is about a 25-ounce container. So 50 ounces of snow gave me about 8 ounces of actual water. So it's something to think about. If you have a chance to melt ice, I would suggest doing that because ice is about 90% water. So go with ice. Okay, let's talk about the shelter. This is a garbage, makeshift, improvised teepee in the woods. Made for 25 bucks, the cost of this tarp. Okay, did a tripod lash at the top and ran 10-foot poles downward and stacked them around. Then wrapped that bad boy in a diagonal around and over, and then secured it off with a couple of rope tackles or trucker's hitch with stakes here at the Marline spike hitch, and then staked the bottom out. Dug a bowl. I was going to go with the Dakota fire hole and decided not to. That requires an air channel, and I don't want to dig underneath the teepee. So the bowl of coals kept this thing initially at 70, and then it dipped down to about 55 to 60, and that was a problem. But look at the scope of everything. It was a low of 12 degrees Fahrenheit out here and 55 to 60 in there. With blankets and clothes, I was comfortable. Now, for this to be a true teepee, it needs to be probably at least half, if not double, the height. And preferably 8 to 10 feet diameter. The important thing here is, should you do something like this, keep the fire low so you're not getting smoked out. And second, to wrap your teepee, remember, circumference, diameter times pi, 3.14. And there you go, solo overnight building a do-it-yourself teepee for $25 in the woods. 2022 is just going to keep getting better and better. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One, my Amazon influencer page, and 2, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. If you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor, hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.